Hey there, it's Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist, here from Reaction Therapy to break down lyrics to some more Tom MacDonald. You know our mission, spread mental health awareness to the world through music and lyrics. And Tom MacDonald's song today just came out. Dirty Money is the name of the song. Oh boy, it's time. Without further ado, Tom MacDonald, Dirty Money.
They're angry.
This is okay. I'm famous for stopping so quickly. It's the White House right there behind him. Everything's in shambles. It's rubble. It's been all ripped apart. He's all in white with a little tint of black in there. The flag's still flying above the White House, though. I think this is about to get real.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer. And the freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone.
Oh boy, I am hoping and praying that everybody that listens to this song, watches this video, is able to look behind an initial reaction to Tom MacDonald, because I think there is a lot of truth in some of what goes on in our world today that's a little bit different than when I grew up, 40 years ago as a teenager. And that message is that social media, number one, was not around. And number two, we weren't so quick to believe everything we read and everything we heard. So now, in today's world, what I'm hearing behind this is not pitting one side against another. What I'm hearing is somebody saying, can we all wake up and recognize what's happening to us? I believe this a lot in our world today. That number one, we listen and believe what we see or what we hear way too quickly in this world. And number two, we are too divisive instead of realizing we can all disagree or have different opinions, but still work together and not let the powers that be manipulate how we treat each other. And I think the powers that be do manipulate how we treat each other in the way they advertise, just like he mentioned those segments sponsored by Pfizer and, these interesting little things that come out into the news that, it's not always truthful, but we tend to believe it. And it is a profit margin for so many people and for the big powers that be to be able to make money and keep power. And I do believe that. I see it in our world today. And I want people to have their own brain. I want them to have their own thought process and their own belief system. I want you to believe what you believe because you've researched, you've looked into it, and you see that it is truthful. That's all. And I hear this message and it's like, man, he puts it out in a way that can make a lot of people turned off potentially. But also if you listen behind it, I think what he's saying is, can we wake up and realize that we're being either experimented on, we're being manipulated, or we're being sold a bill of goods? It's not really it.
The network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer. And the freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab. Everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black masks. And that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty.
Wow, that was I will say that was pretty cool how he kind of brought in with that almost childlike chanting there. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. Kind of like when you grow up and you've got these nursery rhymes, we get less and they get more. And that is so often the truth, that we want to make sure that everybody has a chance, that life is fair, and that we are not manipulated into believing lies. To me, they want money, we want war. Stand up for what you believe in, I think is what I'm hearing most.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They
Those look like all bills on the ground. They're like stacks of bills. I'm not sure if they are because my old eyes might not be seeing it accurately. I'm seeing them fly all over the place. Dirty dollars. It's dirty money. You ever heard that phrase? You know, that's just money that is underhanded. It is, it's not on the up and up. And we are being bought and sold without even realizing it, for our vote, for our allegiance, and for our silence sometimes.
Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a US politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers.
He's kind of going over everything here. And I really believe that with prisons and with jail, that we don't do nearly enough to be able to help people become something or somebody in life. And we just house people, and there's no growth. There's no opportunity for education. There's no opportunity to, create a new path in life. And so they go out and they repeat the same cycle again. And the same goes, with a lot of things that are profit driven. I want to change. Chris Rock said it a long time ago, when it came to cure of cancer and other big diseases, the money isn't in the cure. The money's in the medicine. The money's in the treatment. They have to be able to treat these diseases and illnesses, not cure them, because then they go away and there is no more money. I always loved how he said that.
Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in a convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. Bought and sold since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money.
He says things a lot of other people won't, and he does it unapologetically and stands for what he believes in. Again, I say so many times, it doesn't matter. Like for me, my opinion versus your opinion, it doesn't matter when it comes to friendship or getting along with each other. I have friends that have completely opposite views of mine, and clients I've worked with who have completely opposite views of mine, but we can still love each other, care about each other, get along, smile, laugh, and experience life together, and don't have to be drugged down and push each other away. It is not one side against the other, but I definitely want to make sure that I don't feel manipulated. I don't feel like I'm being sold something. And I do. When I watch the media today, I feel like it is another story. It's believable when you watch it, but when you look behind the scenes, it's not. And all of a sudden, nobody comes back and apologizes ever for a lie or a mistake they make in life. And that's the one thing we try to teach children. Don't lie, be honest, and own up to your mistakes and raise your hand when you're wrong. Please remember that. It is not one side is right all the time. We all have our own viewpoints, and if we all work together, we can find a solution. But it's trying, to me, to get government out of the way, not government in to control everything.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Money, 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 money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money, 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 money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, 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 money. The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the money, 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 money. It controls your mind and it controls mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground.
I do wish we could pay attention to that money seems to be the ruler over our world today. And it's not all about money. It's not all about having stuff. It's not all about trying to use that to manipulate people. It's about relationship. It's about making a good quality life. It's being good people. It's being honest to people. It's having good character and integrity, but money rules, man.
Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Just standing there. Tom MacDonald, Dirty Money. There's the old Tom MacDonald coming back with his message to the people. And I can't wait to see the comments and your feedback on this. I enjoy looking at comments like this because I think so easily people will want to pit one side against another. They'll want to put me on a side, or they'll want to put themselves on a side, or somebody's either an attacker or a victim. And I just want people to comment on what it is that they hear, not what they think about the person. Because the message that you hear, to me, makes sense when it's, am I being sold something? Am I being manipulated? Am I being tricked into something that I haven't looked into or researched enough? And we all have our own opinions. We all have our own lives and relationships. To me, what I want is relationship with people in life. I want people to know I'm going to be a good friend. I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to have integrity. I'm going to be loyal, and not that I will be sold out to the highest bidder. But you have your own opinion too. That's the beauty of it. Remember, this obviously isn't real therapy. It's just Tom breaking down lyrics to Tom MacDonald. If you want professional help, check the link in the description. Go to our Discord server for more chat over there as well. Over 3,000 people. And thank you for helping us spread mental health awareness to the world through music and lyrics. You know where the links are. Go check them out. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.